Hello folks, the other day we watched the new Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 7, or Part 1, Mission Impossible 7, whatever, close enough. Aiden, what's the plot of Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning Part 1?
Mission Impossible 7 is another Mission Impossible movie. This time there's a rogue AI that has decided that it's going to start war and do war stuff, and it's evil. And it's on its own. It's gone rogue like Ethan Hunt. And Ethan Hunt needs to find the key to the failsafe to shut the AI down before it destroys everything. And along the way, he does stunts and action, and exposition for the action, and also part 2. And there's some guy from his past who's there, and he's evil, and he's friends with the AI, and his old friends are back, and he has a new friend in Peggy Carter, who is a master thief. And they go on cool action adventure set pieces and stuff. So Connor, what did you think of Dead Reckoning 1 of 2?
I really like Dead Reckoning Part 1. I think it's amazing. It's not the most high-octane Mission Impossible. That award still goes to Ghost Protocol. But I thought the story was pretty engaging and everything with it was pretty cool. Tom Cruise is your everyday cool guy still. Team is back together. Slimmed down to the, what's his fucking name? I don't remember.
Simon Pegg?
No, Simon
Luther?
Pegg for sure. Yeah, Simon Pegg and Luther. And then the girl. And then they add Peggy Carter as the new Haley Atwell as the new family member. If this was Fast and Furious. But, they do a lot of cool spy shit. The story is engaging enough. It's shot really well. Especially, like, the stunt scenes are really good. It's not like one of those movies that constantly changes aspect ratios, and if it does, I'll go ahead. I really hate movies that constantly change aspect ratios. I find it really annoying. So I like that they had these big, like, IMAX scenes working alongside the exposition scenes. And admittedly, this was a lot of setup. But much like Spider-Verse 2, it's a really good half movie. I really like the spy genre.
It was a half movie.
I'm a big James Bond fan. I like the Mission Impossible movies a lot too. So it was just exciting jumping back into the world of Mission Impossible, seeing Ethan Klein again.
Ethan Hunt?
Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Klein is the fat fuck from H3.
Cut that out, that's embarrassing. Let's just start over, it's over.
It's fine, just keep going, I can fix it in editing.
Okay.
We'll just put a dancing alien gif on top of this to distract the audience.
True. Anyways, Ethan Hunt's pretty cool in this movie. He's fucking shit up. Haley Atwell's okay. They have a good relationship in the movie. The lady who played Mantis was in it too, as like a weird like Joker assassin lady.
Yeah.
She was kind of good.
Yeah.
I don't know. What does one say? It's like the other Mission Impossibles. It's done very well.
It's like
I think if part 2 keeps up, if part 2 keeps up the momentum, it'll probably be my favorite Mission Impossible movie, or I guess duology of movies. It's really well done. There's a lot of exposition. It builds the action scenes very well. It's shot very well. The acting's pretty good. The villain's pretty well thought out and done. Both Chad guy who wants the AI and knows how to use the AI, and the AI itself. I like the government conspiracy. This movie just immediately starts Ethan Hunt rogue. Basically, He's like, okay, I'll take your mission. And then 2 minutes in, he's like, okay, I'm going rogue. and I like it.
I mean, that's
I like that
movie.
they dance. I know, but I like that they don't dance around it like some of the movies.
Well, in some of the movies, he's told to go rogue. So is it really going rogue?
Right. Some of them he's told to go rogue. Sometimes he just goes rogue.
But at the end
There's
of the
a
day,
lot of reasons for
in
Ethan
every
to
single
go rogue.
movie, he goes rogue. Literally every single one.
I know, but in this specific time, they didn't dance around it. He's just a rogue guy. Why they even call Ethan to do this mission?
Because he's the
When
best.
the whole point is that he's immediately going to go rogue and go against them because Ethan has the unshakable moral compass of your action hero. I don't know. But I like train stuff. I like the motorcycle jump. I like all the stunts. I like the car chase might be my favorite car chase in the franchise.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
one
good.
in the yellow Lupin buggy.
Little Lupin Fiat 500.
Fiat 500. That's pretty fun. They like going backwards and downstairs and rolling it and just doing all kinds of crazy shit in this fucking car.
And they're being chased around by Asian Harley Quinn in a giant Jeep.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
Joe told me the scoop that she might be playing Huntress in the new DC. I don't know how much validity
Sure.
that is, but she's Mantis in Guardians, so I guess it's not possible.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
And I'm sure she'll be in the second movie.
Listen to the new podcast, the Joe and Connor Power Hour. Yeah. Anyways, Aiden, what did you think of Mission Impossible? Dead Reckoning Part 1.
It's a great half movie, and therefore it's kind of hard to discuss. This one actually has more of an ending than the last couple two-parter movies. Spider-Man kind of has like a climax, but then there's no like actual story resolution. Fast X literally just cuts off in the middle, and by the middle I mean the 1/3 point, because Fast X is a two-part movie. The two-part movie format is exhausting, but I like this. I like this movie. It actually has a bit of an ending and a conclusion. Stuff happens, but it also leaves room for a direct follow-up. And maybe it's a bit exposition heavy to set up the second part, but it works well enough. You got the great action. Everything with the train is fun. The cliff jump motorcycle thing is insane. It's a thing to do in real life. And I like that was used as a distraction for the real big final set piece with the train stuff. The car chase in Rome is really fun. The big action set pieces are still big. I think the villain guy is fun enough. I don't have a lot of feelings towards the AI. The plot of this movie is just Metal Gear Solid 4. But ignoring the existence of the AI, I like the evil Ethan Hunt clone character. Like it's a Marvel movie, except he's like a suave Mexican man or some kind of foreign. I don't cut that out. But yeah,
I think he's south and then Mexican, like Colombia or something.
some kind of.
Apparently, he played Deathstroke in the Titans HBO show.
Wow.
What Joe was telling me on the podcast.
I learned so much, but I like everyone on the cast. I like the action scenes in the airport. I like the spy stuff. The AI stuff's a little weird, but it's topical, I guess. Even though Metal Gear Solid 4 did this, I like the Lupin car chase. And yeah, despite all the things I really like about this movie, it's still a half movie. It has a more definitive ending where something actually concludes and there's a resolution, but at the same time, pretty much all of the villain characters just get away
Right.
and go continue their plan. So there's definitely a gigantic missing piece of the puzzle that makes this a little bit difficult to reach a conclusion on, because it hasn't reached its own conclusion.
Not entirely, but I would argue.
But as far as two-part movies go, it's definitely relatively more wrapped up than Fast fucking X.
Yeah, I mean, I would compare it like to a two-parter movie like Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, where there's.
Yeah, it's definitely two separate movies
I almost
that are
wouldn't even
extremely
call it
linked together.
I'm actually surprised they did two parts and not just had the villain return in the next one, because that's essentially what's going to happen. Because Ethan Hunt ends up with the key.
I mean,
the key MacGuffin.
Yeah.
He ends up with the MacGuffin.
It'd be kind of weird if.
But I guess
like,
the AI plot's going to pull over.
It'd be kind of weird if they pretended that this was like its own entire full movie, because at the end the AI is still on the loose, and the evil guy literally just rides away in a car and says, "I'll see you again, Ethan."
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a weird ending.
Sure. No, I don't think necessarily.
It's not as definitive as a full movie, but it's definitely definitive enough to not feel fucking weird.
It has 3 acts, and it's a movie. It's not like Dune, where it abruptly ends, or Spider-Man, where it abruptly ends, or Fast X, where they just cut it off mid-scene.
Yeah.
There's no
Fast
ending
X
to
one's
Fast
a real
X.
cheat.
Fast X ends on a serial cliffhanger, like it's the 1930s.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. As far as it goes, it's a super good first half of a movie. I'm excited to see the second half eventually. The action's still great. It's a little bit slower than the others, but it's building up to some fucking wacky, insane shit, I'm sure. And even the wacky, insane shit that's in this movie is really good. Yeah. And, I think that's all I have to say about it. Connor, would you recommend Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1?
Yes. And I said with Spider-Man, you can kind of watch it on your own time. You don't necessarily have to see it in theaters. You don't really have to see it in theaters. And I stand by that. But Tom Cruise said, I'm going to make this movie really, 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 really have to be seen in theaters. And I think he succeeded. Because it's one of the movies in this day and age that I watched recently, and I said, yeah, this is worth going out and seeing in theaters. And I'm excited because I think Oppenheimer is going to be that way too. I think Barbie's going to be kind of a movie you can see on streaming. But I'll see both of them in theaters because that's who I am.
Yeah.
But yes, I recommend it, and I recommend you see it in theaters, even though you're not going to be able to watch both parts right now. It's a complete enough movie with plot threads that are going to pull over into the next one, or the next couple, or whatever the plan is. But it is a complete movie, and it's a fun theatrical experience. The car chase is really cool. The bike scene you just gotta see in theaters. Everything with the train's really fun. It's a well done movie. Another Scientology W. So Aiden, would you recommend Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning?
Yeah, I would. Unless you're super fucking impatient. I would definitely recommend this, even though part 2 is a ways off. It's a big theater bustin' action spectacle. It's good stuff. I love it like I love all the other movies. Yeah, easy recommend.